outline talked about building forms and then types of questions. So now
Mm-hmm.
we have come now in the four types of form building, which is building from scratch. So we have selected the building from scratch. We are here now to build forms. So now see what I'm going to do. I'll go now to this plus and I click that plus.
Mm-hmm.
Once I click this plus, I want my first question to be, for instance, I want my first question to be name of respondent, right?
Yeah.
So I want the respondents to be given their names, and then I click add question.
Okay.
Now when I click add question, you would see different types of question. Our course
Mm-hmm.
outline clearly states that today we are going to be looking at types of question. So today we are going to be looking at these types of question here, and we are going to be
Mm-hmm.
selecting those types that are very common that you are going to be using. The other types, we'll be looking at it when you start advancing in terms of skill. So for instance, that question says name. So since I want them to be giving me their name, I'm going to choose this question that says text. I'll select text. And then anytime I create a question, I'll come here and click save. And then here now, you see that I can come here around this preview form and I preview. Once I preview, it now shows me how this form will look if respondents wants to fill out this form. So I
Mm-hmm.
have told them to give me their name. Let's say their name, the person's name is Hillary, for instance. They will
Mm-hmm.
write Hillary and then submit. This is another strategy. While I'm doing this now, I'm going to validate this form. I'll click this validate. They say the form is valid. If I had made an error, that signal would have shown me and say, hey Hillary, there's an error in this form. The second question, that's the first question type text. The second question now, and I want to
Okay.
find their
Now,
sex.
now I have written my own. I just want to follow with you.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
When I write like name of respondent,
Yeah,
then where do I go? Do,
just follow again here. Now I am writing
okay.
sex of respondents. Go to this second
Uh-huh.
question type, you choose.
Okay. Good. I have done that.
Now
And then you say you choose text.
you will choose text in the first question
Okay.
because you want them to be given writing text, writing their names.
Okay.
Now I will choose select one in this second question because I'm going to give options for them to select.
Okay.
So I'm going to come now. Since sex is male and female, I'll choose select one. When I choose select one now, it gives me two options here.
Mm-hmm.
One is male, the other is female. What
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing here now is I'm telling the respondents that tell me whether you are male or female.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So I'll come here under this automatic, I'll name it one, two. I'll explain this as we move further, but not today. Why I'm naming this one, two. And then when I
Okay.
do this, I come and save. Have you done this as well?
Uh, let me.
I have two questions here now. The first one is text. They'll be giving me their name. That's why you have A, B, C here. The second one is
Mm-hmm.
sex because I have given two options that they are going to be selecting whether they are male or female.
So I should do select.
Yes, go to your plus, you select again, and then you write that sex. Once you write, because when you give the question, you come to this add
So
question.
I have option one. I should put male. Option two, female.
Yes, because the question is sex. You want them to be giving you whether telling you whether they are male or female.
Uh, there is this at the extreme end.
Yeah,
You have this automatic. What does that mean?
automatic.
That is after the male and female. You have that automatic. I just leave it like that.
No, leave it like that.
Okay.
Leave it like
Then
that.
where do I click now to progress?
Okay.
Then we
Be
click to
please
add another response.
please be follow my mouse.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you're watching, just be following my mouse.
Yeah. Okay. That plus.
This plus now, I want to add the next question.
Yes.
So if I click this plus, it gives me
Mm-hmm.
another portion for another question. So the next thing I want to ask this person, I want to know their status, whether they are
Okay.
IDPs, whether they are hosts, or whether they are returnees.
Mm-hmm.
Because in your church, you might have IDPs, hosts, and returnees because of the crisis in the Northwest and Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know whether this person is IDP, or host or returnees. You are going to now say
Mm.
status. The next thing you are going to do again, you are going to still click that option.
Yeah.
Come again, you are going to say select one. You select one. It means that you are telling them here that they will be selecting just one option because one person cannot be IDP and host the same time. One person cannot
Mm-hmm.
be male and female at the same time. That's why they
Mm-hmm.
selected under sex to put male and female. So now tell us whether you are IDP or tell us whether you are host. Host means you are staying in that community, or tell us whether you are a
Mm-hmm.
returnee.
Okay.
Returnee means there was war, you ran out, and then now there is calm, you have come back to the community.
Okay.
And then I'll come in and I click save. And then I lower my question. Now I have three questions. Remember that we are looking at the question types. The next question
Mm-hmm.
types I want us to look at now is, we'll now say means of income. Means of income can be many at the same time. Somebody can be a farmer, they can be selling the market, and then they can be doing odd job. You understand? So I'm going to come
Mm-hmm.
now, instead of choosing select one, I'm going to now choose select many, because I want them to be selecting more than one question or option.
So,
Then I write market product. It's just an example.
okay.
You want to know whether your church members are having income from market product.
Mm-hmm.
Second, you want to know whether they have a job,
Okay.
right? Because these are the information you want to get from them so you get an understanding. Thirdly, you want to know
Mm-hmm.
whether they 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 have business, other businesses.
Hmm. When I did that, it gave me just two options.
Good. Now you can go under here. Look at my mouse, please. Look at my mouse. You can
Yeah, I'm
click
seeing.
that small option to add it. You see?
Okay.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then you can also click that red bucket to delete it. So
Okay.
I have decided to choose just three. You can choose many. So I'll put
Mm-hmm.
two there. I'll put three there. Okay. So this is where we are now. And then make sure that you go up there and save. Always save. Each time you
Okay.
create a question, you take an action, you realize that that small button up there, save, has a small star. That star is showing you that it is waiting to be saved. It has not been saved. Once you save it, that star
Mm-hmm.
is going to go off. Now, let's preview this form. Let me show you the difference between the two select many and select one. Now, you
Okay.
see that this status and this sex, the question
Mm-hmm.
type was select one, so I can only select one, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Status, I can only select one. But
Mm-hmm.
select many now, I can select more than one, you see now.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
respondents now can be selecting more than one, because when the data comes in, which we are going to be seeing by the end of our lessons, which is the
Mm-hmm.
second week, you are going to see how this data is coming in, and then I'm going to show you how you can bring it inside Excel and start analyzing it, or you can just upload the automatic report from the Kobotoolbox system and understand what is going on within your members or within the research that you are doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come again and then I'll validate, so my form is okay, it's valid, and I'll put that down. The next
Okay.
question type I want us to look at now is age. Age. I'll go now
Okay.
again, just the same thing, just do the same thing. Click the plus button, it gives you this option. You go now to add question. Now we have done select one, select many, and text. Now we want to go to numbers. I'll go now and click my number,
Mm-hmm.
because age is going to be per number. They are going to be writing the age per number. They are not going to be writing it by text. And then
Okay.
I'm going to come and click save. And then when you look beside my questions, this ABC, it indicates that this is a text question. This small sign indicates that this is select many. This small sign indicates that this is select one. This other sign indicates that this is select many. Sorry. This one, it shows that there are many that we have to select more than one. Then this column 3 shows that it's a number question. It's a number type of question. So if I go in and preview, you will still see that here now is age. I can come here and know whether it's a 12 years old, whether they are 29 years old, whether they are 40 years old. You'll be receiving this particular data now in numbers.
Okay.
What we are going to do next, we are going to go, it's the same, it's just the same flow. I'll still go to this small cross here and I click that cross.
Yeah.
When you click that cross, you are saying that you want to create a new question.
Yeah.
Now I'll say date.
Okay.
You always want to see the date that you collected that question. Come now to add question here. Since I want the date, I'll come now and choose date. Are you seeing it here?
Yes.
Perfect. I will now choose date. When I choose my date, I'll go up here and I'll select. And then I'll come now to my preview and I preview. Once I preview, I'll go under here. Now you see that automatically now it gives me option for date. You see, these are the different types. Bell in the system. So today is 25th, for instance. Okay, I can choose any other date. I can go back to February, to January, to 2005, 25, to 2024, etc., etc. Okay.
To come to that place after I came up with a date, where do I click again?
When you write date, go by the side and click add question. Next question type I want us to look at now, we'll go again to our plus. It's the same action, please. I'll look at the action that I'm taking.
Yeah.
See how I take the action, and then when I finish, I stop, and then you finish, and then you let me know if you are done.
Okay.
Come now, I click my plus sign. It's the same action we are taking. Now I want to find amount paid. For instance, how much are they paying them? For instance, we want to know how much they are earning. Now,
okay.
I'll click add question. I'll come now to decimal, because we can have 1.2 francs, we can have 3,555 francs. So in terms of money, we can have points. We can have points also in terms of land.
Okay.
So this question type now is decimal. Maybe we're asking again a portion of a particular land, a portion of a particular measurement that indicates point. Okay. What is the land? 5.5 centimeters. You will now put that option on there. Maybe we want to know where they stay, etc., etc. Remember that we have different question types, and then while we are looking at it, we are building the form as we have in on our course outline. Now, the next, okay, I'll wait for you to build. Just finish build this one before we move again. Type. I'll come again to that plus. I select that plus. I go up again. Now I want to know their location.
Okay.
I will now click, and then when I click now, I'll come now to point. Are you see my point? Point.
Yes.
Point. I will now click my point. Now I will now save. When I preview this particular data, you will now see that there's another map that appears here. This is the question I choose for point. If I come and I choose the respondent, come and select this particular option, what will happen is that it will read the latitude and longitude of that location. And then as we move ahead in this training, I will show you how to enter into your Kobotoolbox and know the particular location that that person has chosen. If they choose, if they enter the form from Bamenda, you are going to know the location in Bamenda that they enter the form. If it's around New Town, it's around Old Town, it's around Bamenda 1, you will see how the satellite will bring it to you and tell you that, hey sir, this person recorded this latitude and longitude in this particular location. That's the power of what we are doing. So that question type is called point location.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next question type I want us to look at now again, let's just move, is time. You want to know the time that they are recording. I'll come here and I click, and then you come here and have the time. Just choose the time, and then I'll see.
Okay.
And if I preview this data, you would see that the time has a way that it appears. It has already been built inside the system. You see, this is my time. It shows you the hours and the minute.
Mm-hmm.
So it already tells you, is it 8 p.m.? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 8 a.m.?
Mm-hmm.
You see? So it changes the time. As your respondents are putting the questions, you might want to capture the time. Maybe you want to monitor your workers or your church members when they came to church. You can tell them, tell us when you came to church and when you left. You can say, okay, we have noticed that people are always coming to church by this time, so let's advise them, etc., etc. Okay. The next thing we want to look at here now again is just the date and time.
Okay.
We want to mix both of them now. We'll come to add question and then you have them here. Remember, we move from date to time. Now we want to mix date and time. So it depends on you. When I save, you see that if I preview here, you will find out that you have both date and time under. You see, this is it here. So I can put this date and then come beside here, I put this particular time. And now I validate. My form is perfect, it's okay, it's valid. And then now my next question type that I want to show you is, which is easy, is pictures. I want them to be sending me a snapshot of maybe a location that I want to know and see how it looks. Once I choose that picture, I'll come here and I select photo. And I
Okay.
So if I review this form, you see that anytime that I want to put in my photos, they are going to come here and choose this option in their phone. It will take them now in their system. You see how it brought me in my system? Select a particular picture and then they send to me. Now I will see. Don't worry, as we move ahead, when we get to where we are collecting data, I will show you where you can be looking at this picture. You can find these pictures when they are sending you in.
Okay.
So you can use that to monitor even your project. So you can tell someone, build a structure in a location, and you see that the person wants to bring you small while you tell them to snap and send to this form. To observe and see what is happening. The last thing that I want us to look at here, not really last, is videos.
Okay.
And then we click add question. It's the same action I'm taking, I'm just changing the question types. And I'll come here now. I'm just coming from photos, right? I will now come and choose videos. And I click.
Okay.
Once I click, that's all. If I preview this form, you will still see that around this form there's an option here that says video. So if I click here now, it brings me again to my system now. Only videos are showing now. It wants me to send the video now to the person, which is you, the admin of the form. If I click down here again and then I say, okay, now I want to receive maybe anyway, see that from select one, select many, text, number, decimal, date, time, date and time, points, photo. Also have audio. You might want people to just speak and you hear voices of things. Somebody to just sing. Maybe you want to review people's voice in the choir. You say, well, just sing and send to me. I'll know if your voice is good or bad, etc. Here we have video. You have seen how we have looked at it. Another thing we have now is area. If you want somebody to take an area, this one will require that they take a measurement. Here now, if I choose rating and I click, you see how it appears, right?
Yeah.
See how it appears now. This rating simply means you want to rate some things. For instance, I want to rate Boya branch. Boya branch and Moliko branch. Maybe you have churches and you want to just rate Moliko branch. I'm just giving an example here. Okay. Now, the first branch that I want to rate, here now I want to put good. Here now I want to put good.
Okay.
Now I can add from here. I can add an option from here, and I can also add from here. So let's see how this question looks. I've done something here just to show you how it looks. I want to preview this question. So I want to preview this question so I show you how it looks. So if I go down here now, are you seeing now? So now, if I come here and I say, okay, this boya branch, I'm choosing, I'm selecting. I'm saying that. So there's a challenge here. Instead, I was supposed to put this boya branch here, and I put this rating type here. Are you seeing? So that when I put the boya branch, I will say whether it is good or it is very good. I say whether it is good or very good. So I did this error to show you how this can be confusing. Instead, here now is to show you that in terms of rating, we can have good, we can have very good, we can have fair, perfect. You see many times I are giving this kind of question. Then now we can now start putting what we are rating here. Boya branch. We can say we want to also rate Moliko branch. This is a research we are already doing now. We can say, okay, we also want to rate Munya branch. You see now. And then we save. We save now, we preview this question. You see that we now have this here. You see now. So we can say, oh, how is Munya branch? Is it good? It's very good. You put. Branch, is it fair? You put fair. So if you are doing your analysis now, these ratings now will tell you how good those branches are. That is the rating. I'll bring that rating question down. The last one before we close today is the ranking. I'll go now and I'll select my ranking. This is my ranking. When I select this ranking, you see that under this ranking now, I can say that please tell us how you love our service. Maybe the church service. Okay? So the ranking here is telling me that this one is starting from 0 and ends at 10.
Okay.
So I want to save this. Let's preview and see how it looks.
Okay.
So we want them to rank us from 0 to 10. You see? So here now it's rank from 0 to 10. So when they click here, it will show in our form. If they click here, it will show. If they click here, it will show. You see what I'm doing? The numbers are changing, so they are ranking. So here now we can decide to say, okay, I want my ranking to start from 10 to 100. And then I save. And then I want to preview. You see that it will still start from 10. You see, it starts now from 10 right up to 100. You see? You see what I'm doing? So it starts from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You see what is happening? And then there's something I want us to try, step 2. Let's put step 2 here instead of step 1. And then we go back and preview and see how it looks. These are the different types of questions that you mostly find as you design your form. So step 2 is still the same, starting from 1 right up to there. So that said, today we have done our classes, we have gone through our types of questions, and then we are now doing it and automatically building a form. So this is the form that we are building. So in next class